Hello everybody, my name is Shedrisha and I'm currently pursuing my MBBS from Kannur Medical College. My NEET 2024 score was 665 out of 720 and my rank was, all India rank was 15062. And today I'm here to discuss about few mistakes and drawbacks that I had during my NEET preparation. Few suggestions for stress management. So today first mistake that I did in my coaching center was comparing myself to others. First of all, when I entered into the coaching center, I was in a mindset like I want to get 720, I want to get like AIMS Delhi, that kind of mindset. I came into the college. In that coaching center, when I entered, I saw people who are actually better than me. So we entered into the coaching center with a type of overconfidence that we are going to ace the exam, but actually we should be in a very down-to-earth manner when you enter into a coaching center, because you have a lot to learn from your teachers. So first thing is we compare ourselves with the toppers at the first month of coaching center. When I entered into the coaching center, at first weekend I saw my rank was like 12 or 13, and I saw the topper who was like 690 or 650, 680, that kind, and my marks were hardly 550. So I started looking at the toppers more than looking at myself. I started following them more. Like I started looking at them, what they're doing, what books they are reading. So if you are comparing with someone else, you are typically wasting your energy on someone else's effort. They are putting their effort into their strategies and they are getting good marks. You are just comparing with them and you're losing your marks and your energy and your time. So first mistake I did, and most of the students do, is comparing themselves with others and thinking that the toppers who are the students who are the toppers in those weekend exams are the one who will be the topper in NEET. No, that is not going to happen. You can top the exam. You can be an average student in your coaching center, but you can top the exam. So anything can happen in NEET. So that's the first mistake that I did. So how to avoid it? Okay, because few students study only for 5 hours, they get 700 or 690, and you study for 8 hours, you hardly get 600. So it does not depend on, like, it's not like all students are the same. No, every student is different. You just have to concentrate yourself. You should know who am I. You should know what kind of strategy works on me. How can I get good marks? That's it. It's not like if she's studying only for 5 hours, he or she is getting good marks. I will also study for 5 hours, I'll get good marks. That will not work. Think about your strategy, your plan, and how you have to get good marks. That's how it works. And the second mistake that I did was, most of the students of my class did, was I used to keep a target for every weekend exam. Like this weekend I'm going to get 650. I will get 650. So I work hard that weekend. If I get 650, we become so happy that weekend that I got 650, I reached my target, and we stop looking at our question paper. We don't even check the mistakes that we did, which is very wrong. Even if you get 720 in your weekend, check what you have not attempted in the section B, because checking mistakes is very important in this preparation. Few questions in your weekends can be previous year's questions, so you have to check what mistakes that you did. Even if you get 700, 650, don't be satisfied. It's just a weekend, not a NEET. Okay, it's not NEET, it's just weekend. So even if you get 720 in your weekend, check your question paper again. Check what you have answered. Check how you have answered. Check the strategy of your answering, timing, and how you have did. After each and every mock test, check the mistakes that you have did. Round off those questions, and during the revision time, during grand test, you can check those questions. So checking your mistakes is very crucial in this NEET preparation. And the third mistake, stress. You're taking more stress by taking too many books. NEET exam is an entrance exam. It has a particular syllabus and particular books, which are standard books. So what is the main theme of this exam is studying repeatedly. It's not about studying 10 books. Studying one book 10 times. That's the main strategy of NEET exam. Don't purchase too many books. First, complete the NCERT thoroughly. Every line should be in your mind. After NCERT only, solve the MCQs which are previous years, or the MCQs which concentrate on NCERT lines. Solve only those. Even in PYQs, don't solve from 1990s and 2000s. Don't go that far. Go from 2018 or 2019. That will be more helpful, and it will reduce your stress. You just have to take like PYQs and any coaching center module. Don't get tensed by looking at the questions in the modules which are not in NCERT. Don't get tensed. It's not going to come for exam. Even though it comes, it will be 1 or 2. Okay, you don't have to take stress about those 1 or 2 questions. You have to stress more on NCERT lines. And when it comes to the added syllabus, when I wrote in the NEET 2024, the questions from the added syllabus was actually very less. It was like 5 or 4 in each subject, which was also in section B. So I think maybe in NEET 2025 there will be more questions on the added syllabus. So don't concentrate much on it, but keep an eye on it. Don't neglect the added syllabus of NEET. The fourth mistake that I did was lack of concentration. I was in a kind of school where it was like not always 24/7. We were not like studying. There was like dance, music, there was games. From that kind of environment, I transferred into a coaching center where you have to just study for 18 to 30 to 12, 18 hours a day. And the students which were in my class in coaching center, they were more adopted to it because their schools were like that. My school was not like that. So it was tough for me to concentrate at the beginning of the coaching. In the first day, it was tough to me to concentrate because even during exams, if you distract for like just 2 minutes, if you distract and you get some songs in your brain, if you distract even for 2 minutes, you're losing 2 questions. So during the exam, attempting the questions, reading the questions, reading the options, you have to be very, very concentrated. Sometimes it's correct, but we read it as incorrect. So it is all because of lack of concentration. How I avoided it, how you can avoid it, was after first year, in the second year, in the beginning of the second year, every single day, at 5 to 5 p.m. of the evening, 5 to 5:30 was like a break. It was 30 minutes break, just 30 minutes break. In that, I used to meditate for 5 to 5:15, 15 minutes. I did it for a whole year in the second year, which helped me a lot. It's like you're keeping your mind close to your body. It's like you're physically and mentally present if you meditate. I would suggest you to meditate for at least 15 to 30 minutes a day. Do it for like 6 months before exam, or 1 year if you can. Do it for 1 year or 6 months before exam. It will be really helpful for you. And the fifth mistake that I would say is time management. At first year, I used to blindly attempt the exam. Whatever questions I know, I used to attempt. Like I used to stuck at one question if I don't know it, which was the biggest mistake that I did. How to manage the time in the NEET exam. NEET exam consists of 4 subjects. If you keep biology and botany and geology, 1 subject, and chemistry and physics, you have 3 hours 20 minutes. Now, how to manage the time? You can take biology, both botany and geology. You have to read 50 questions in each, and you have to attempt 45, and you have to bubble at the same time. I would suggest you to simultaneously bubble because it is very, very dangerous. If you keep last 30 minutes, I will bubble. It's very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. For the time, when it comes to time management, I think biology can be done in maximum 1 hour and minimum 45 minutes. Don't think you will do it in 30 minutes. You will do silly mistakes for sure. Okay. Next is chemistry. Chemistry will be 50 minutes maximum, and minimum 50 minutes and maximum 55. The physics part, which requires a lot of time, you can use 90 minutes for it. If you do biology for 45 minutes and chemistry for 50 minutes, it's 95 minutes is out. So in 200 minutes, we are still left with 105 minutes. In 105 minutes, you can do physics for 90 minutes, and you will be left with 15 minutes where the questions which you were stuck and you were rounded it, you can go back to them and check it, and you can do it again. So if you don't have a strategy and time plan for a NEET exam, it will not help you. You have to have a good time plan and a good strategy for attempting of the questions. And the fifth one is very important point is stress management. At first, when I went into the coaching center, the syllabus was going smoothly, so it was okay to me. But slowly, when the physics started building up on me, it was like so tough to me. Physics was really tough to me at first because they started the kinematics at first, so it was really tough to me to do the kinematics. I was not at all good at physics at first. Don't take stress, it's just a beginning. So don't take stress at any point. We get stressed only when the things are not in our hands. When the things are not in our hands, just leave it. Don't take stress. See, I know I have gone through that period. It's like the darkest phase of my life. I know there is a lot of stress. You feel like you have a lot of responsibility. Your parents are paying a lot of fees. So these kind of thoughts, you should avoid it. Most of the times, these thoughts come because of stressing more on your marks in your mock test or your weekend exams. Don't stress more on it. See, if you score 680 in mock test, that's not going to help your life at any point. It will not give you an MBBS seat. It will just give a little bit of confidence to you. If you take it like a feeling like I have got everything now, I've got 680, I'll get MBBS seat, you feel overconfident, in the next mock test you're going to lose it. So don't be overconfident, don't be hopeless. Be in the middle, be confident, and be in a type of attitude that I will not give up on it. Sixth mistake is too many friends in coaching center. I used to stay in a hostel, so I have to be with the people for like 24/7. I have to be with them. I have to share room with people. So it was easy to communicate, and it was easy to make more and more and more friends in coaching centers. Even if you are day scholar, you will get some time where you will communicate with friends around. So, but my suggestion is most of the people in this period of time are either cunning, they're selfish, they will give you bad suggestions, and it will ruin your strategy and plan and your mental status. Everything will get ruined. So I think have only as small as you can, small circle, maintain a very small circle, talk to only few people, and talk to those people who are actually positive about their journey and positive about their strategy. Don't talk to those people. There are few people in the coaching center, they are like very negative, they are always stressed over, they are always in a hurry, and they are always in a very bad mood, they are always having bad thoughts. So don't be with that kind of people, avoid them. And the seventh mistake, I didn't do it, I saw my friends doing it. They think that 11th and 12th is college. It's not college, it's just high school, and it's a period where you have a lot of responsibilities on your head, and it's that period where you have to face many things in your life, where you have to face a lot of stress. Most of the students, what they do is they think that it's college, you're a free bird, and they start making very good big gang of friends, they start bunking classes, they start having phones. I don't think that's not at all helpful. That's not at all helpful for your life, because this is a period of time where you have to concentrate very much on your life and very much on your career, and it's that period of time that it's like, if you work really hard in this period of time, you can have an open gate for your career. And the eighth point is that I have did is I used to cry like hell if I don't get good marks in my mock test or weekend exams, which is very bad decision, or like very bad habit to have, because mock test and weekend exams are they are just test. Your grip in that concept, that's it. It's not NEET exam. When you don't get good marks in mock test, check your paper. Even if you get good marks in mock test, check your paper, check your mistakes, and don't think that it's a NEET exam. You get 720 in mock test, it's not NEET exam. Don't be overconfident. You get 500 or 400 in your mock test, don't be hopeless, and don't feel like don't be demotivated. You should not give up on it that easily, okay? So I think stop that feeling that it's the end. If you don't get good marks in mock test, it's the end. No, it's not the end. If you get good marks, very good marks in mock test, it's the end. I got them this. No, don't even think of comparing mock test and NEET exam. Next, last mistake, it's like the biggest mistake of my whole coaching center, which was daydreaming that I did. Daydreaming, like when I entered into the coaching center for like first month, I got 550 marks. I told my father, he was like very happy. Oh, first exam you got 550, very good. I started daydreaming of going into the medical college, having a stethoscope, and it actually ruins your focus on studies. See, daydreaming works in a way that if you are studying for 10 minutes and you start thinking that I am a doctor now, your brain jumps from this topic of studying to becoming an MBBS student. So your brain jumps in fraction of seconds. It's like slowly your brain develops a habit of getting easily distracted from your studies. You will get easily distracted because you're training your brain by daydreaming, and you're training your brain in a way that you can easily shift your thoughts from one point to other. So I think you should avoid daydreaming and overthinking. This will ruin your focus and memory power in studies. And how to avoid daydreaming is just meditation. Whenever you feel like daydreaming, slowly you will go into the thoughts of daydreaming. Stop it right there and do meditation. So it's very important exam, but not more important than your life, I know. It's very important exam, so you have to be very focused on your exam and your study hours. You have to be very focused during your study hours. We used to study for like 12 to 13 hours with only 30 minutes or 15 minutes, 1 hour breaks in between. So how to get so concentrated? Slowly in your coaching journey, you will get the habit of studying for hours without distracting. You will get this habit only when you leave these things of comparison, not checking your mistakes, distracting easily, not meditating, daydreaming, overthinking. If you remove all this from your brain and all these bad habits in your first year only, in your second year you can read in your study hour for more than 12 or 13 hours. It will become more easier slowly. So avoid these mistakes in first year. Better to avoid in first year, or if you're in long term, better to avoid all these in the first 3 or 6 months. Just avoid it. First, make your brain ready for the journey to start for the preparation. Keep your mental status in a very positive way during the whole journey. That's it for the video. If you like the video, like, share, subscribe. Problem in memorizing or concentrating, you can comment it on your problems. I will try to answer it.